Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and another reading for the Pisces Collective. So here we go. Today we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. I love the green, I love the groundness, but I also feel that green for me is in the heart. It's always about the heart. I don't know, I know we used to paint little pink hearts, but green for me is just the energy of open. I have been attracted to green for the last 10 years of my life, and I only realized just recently the why. Okay, so we're going to look at these beautiful cards, and I do believe the message that I got this morning from it is we've been talking about not being all of the mind and integrating the heart. And I feel that this is no longer juggling. It means that they want you to integrate, lead from the heart and then the mind, so that it becomes a normal thing. Okay? So it's cultivating a spiritual connection so that you can trust the universe, so that you don't only have your mind questioning you, but you have your intuition in your heart. Like your whole being just kind of goes in on the deal, right? So you walk in intuition and mindfulness, and with that combination of things always being or acting as one, no longer juggling or trying to figure it out, you're walking with a lot more knowledge and wisdom than you know. So they're saying in the past it may have been, you may have separated things. It's either the mind or the heart, right? We lead with the mind or we lead with the heart. But in this case, they're trying to say that this is a brand new way of doing things. We're talking about the past, now we're going into the future. So I'm going to pull some cards for the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to do the reading this afternoon for this one right here. Okay. So, there's the deck. I'm taking from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm, because this is, all this week I felt like it's something that we know, but it's kind of hidden from our sight, or maybe our intuitive sight, that it's important that we do these things. It's crucial, I should say, that we put these things together so that we can function better in the upcoming weeks, months, and years. The Prison Wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. Poverty, consciousness, there are two. And it's so funny because it's four. Four is celebration, but it's also my card of looking where you've been and seeing where you're going. It's also giving me the Five of Pentacles vibe, that vibe of, ooh, just because the figure is like hugging their knees. I've seen that a lot in the Five. It's like feeling alone. Yeah. Self-sabotage, right. The Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, withholding. Okay, so I'm getting the Six of Pentacles vibes with that one as well. So, it's receiving, giving, and receiving, right? A personal balance. 22, that balance again, the 2 and the 2 coming in. It's very much about just rebalancing what is out of balance. The give and take. It is a 6 if you look at it, the generosity, receiving, and withholding. So it's like I'm giving, I'm taking, action, reaction, pause, start. It's all of that stuff, right? What I'm hearing from them is the self-sabotage was something that you used to do when you were in the past. Not really knowingly. It's just that we like, as I said, we like to compartmentalize how we are. We always assume that leading with the head is a smarter thing than leading with the heart. because you can make connections emotionally. There's that 9 that keeps wanting to come out, and the 7 of Swords. Look at that. Yeah. Look at all these swords. Look at that mind. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay. King of Wands. Oh, look at him. And there's that 4 of Wands that I was talking about, right? The 4. Okay, let's pull out the rest of the cards. Ooh. The Chariot. Yeah, I'm hearing that if you lead with just the mind or just the heart, you're going to be missing half the picture. It's true, right? You're bound to make more mistakes if you take the mind completely out of it and if you take the heart completely out of it. Because there's components missing. Yeah, reconnection into your new way of being, Pisces. The 3rd component is bringing it all together. Okay. Right, look at that. I'll leave that there. Okay. And the 6 of Pentacles came back out. Yeah, that happens a lot here. That happens a lot with me. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Liam and Devite. You guys are awesome. All right. So, the self-sabotage and the poverty consciousness is about the things that the minds tell you. The thing that the mind makes you believe. It's like that Page of Swords coming out telling you, no, it's not going to work. You know, and they come out with facts that sound so brutally honest, or they'll dig up things about what other people did. Okay? You'll have like, the mind will dig up like, well, that person tried it and see what happened to them. But you don't know all the facts. You're just like glazing it over. But it sounds so truthful. Did you believe it? And you immediately give up. Okay? So the mind, that's again. And then the heart. The heart's been hurt, but the heart's always, again, willing to put itself out there again, right? But then the mind chimes in. And again, we have that thing. So the mind, the reason I'm not seeing any heart here is that the mind is a very big corroborator. It likes to imprint the memories that don't feel so good. and remind you at all cost the mistakes you've done before or you've made before. And it won't call it life lessons or wisdom or learning or just simply, you know, it's like learning how to walk. If we did that when we were learning how to walk, we'd never get up again. But we do. We get up again. We try again. Even though, boom, we fall on our butts as babies. It's like, I still want to go there. The need to want to go there is still inside of us to do. And that's why we learn how to walk and take our steps and keep trying. But the thing with us is that the mind, or the Page of Swords, I like to call it, the Page of Swords, the little voice inside your head going, you can't do it. Okay? Reminds you of all the mistakes oh, look at the pain you've had. Oh, that didn't feel good. And all the stuff you had to, you know, get out of or get away from. And I love this King of Wands, because when I look at him, I get a sense of urgency of getting the hell out of here. Look at him. It's like, things are on fire. Get out. Okay? So you take the lead, but you take it in a way that it leads you down again of going back through everything you've gone through and where you want to go. But it's a distorted view of where you want to go, because you're only taking into consideration the mind. But what's happening right now, Pisces, is that your intuition is telling you, I really want to do this. It's like that kid who keeps getting back up. There's still something out there they want to go and walk to. So they keep trying over and over again. It's that instinctual drive inside of you. And you can call it intuition. You can call it a life path. It doesn't really matter. It's inside of you and it wants to grow. It wants to leap. It wants to go. See it? You want to get on that chair and you want to go. So your heart, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, it's disregarding that. It's starting to say, yeah, I know that stuff happened, but I need to get in touch with something deeper within myself. And I need to get past all of these conflicts, all of these losses that I feel I've run away from. I've run away from danger. I've run away from negativity. I have to stop running. And I have to start growing. I have to start planting. Because I still want to go somewhere. My true self wants to walk in the path of growing. I don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want to stay stuck in this narrative that my mind has created, in this self-sabotaging poverty consciousness that I've built for myself. What I need to do is get myself back in balance, because I'm out of balance. The 6 is in reverse. Okay? I'm overburdened and I'm out of balance. How do you do that? Well, of course, you have to do it by finally making the decision to drive, to get up and walk again, like that baby, to take those steps, to go forward. And know that sometimes you're going to fall on your butt, just like the kid does when he can't walk. It doesn't deter him, doesn't stop him. Sometimes he doesn't try right away. I remember my boys, sometimes they wouldn't try right away, to boom, and they'd just play with the toy between their hand and think about it for a minute. And then before I knew it, I'd turn around and the kid was back up again, back on his feet, trying again, okay? Why? Because you need to reconnect to that path, okay? You need that third cup. You need to fill your cup. You need to move forward past it. And you need to plant that seed. Okay? So, there's that part of you that says stay. There's a part of you that says go. And the part in the middle is saying you have to reconnect with that part. This is a reconnection to the self. Away from the mind's spooky stories, if you wish, if you want. A reconnection of wanting to go forward, to move forward. Even though you know there's going to be conflict, you're saying, I'm moving away from that. I choose to believe that it's not all about that. There's a lot of growth to be had. There's a lot of pleasure to be had. And I'm here for it. I want to rebalance. I want to reconnect. I want to leave the burdens behind. And I want to move forward in a more balanced way. I've told you before, but for all the new people, the 6 of Pentacles for me is the card of balance. It's the card of give and take. I often refer it to something like feeding 2 very different animals. You're not going to feed them the same equal parts. You wouldn't feed a mouse the same amount that you would feed an elephant, right? So you wouldn't, the scales would be not in balance, but fully balanced. Because if they both ate to their pleasure, it would be a great big different scale of food, or the weight of the food would be very different, right? But it's still completely balanced. So this is why I feel with the 6 of Pentacles, it's a give and take. It's a holding back and it's a giving out. It's the perfect relationship of yin and yang. And you need to reconnect, because at one point you connected too much with the yin or too much with the yang. And the reconnection is the third cup. It's that thing that rebalances you, puts you back where you need to go. So in the past, you may have seen things or heard things or been part of things that let your mind take over the way you thought, the way you did things, and the way you gauged where you were going to go. The level of pain or sorrow or difficulty may have stopped you in the past because you used it as a template of everything else you are going to do in the future. It's time to load up your chariot and think a very different way. You have to use your intuition and your mind and your heart and all your energies together to balance you out so that you can finally move forward. Because this is a very burdensome thing to do, to constantly stop you. It's like trying to sit down that kid who's trying to walk. Eventually he will wriggle out of your arms and try to move himself because the drive is there. And I feel that your life path is doing the same thing to you. For those of you who are struggling, your body is saying, I have to move. I have to do something different. Please give me a different scenario. Give me a different template. Please, let's look to the future with great optimism. Let's plant the seeds. Let's reconnect with ourselves and get us into balance. Walk away from the past conflicts. We're not there now. We're walking towards a brighter future. Let's do it. All right. Wow, that was like super intense, but lovely. And I hope that you got everything you needed out of it. I feel like the words just kind of all came out. I might have to watch this again because I'm not entirely sure of everything that was said. It was just said so intensely and quickly and to the point. I really love this. All right, so thank you so much, Pisces. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. I didn't say it yesterday, but we are beginning February, the 2nd of February. It is a very poignant day for me. I both lost my father and my friend today at different times, but it's a very meaningful day to me, so I guess maybe Spirit's strong for that reason right now. I send you love, light, and blessings. I wish you the very best day. I want you to live your very best life. Our time is short here. And enjoy your journey. Do everything you can to make it the very best that you can have. Take care. I will see you later.